Hi, Adam. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good, good. How was your day today?
It was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd
Could
you
have
do
been
today?
worse. Could have been better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was good about today?
Uh, well, I got a lot of things done.
Yeah. At
when I-
work, at home.
Yeah, both.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what was bad about today?
Well, I guess that's the reason why I'm here. Is I like to gamble, so kind of lost some money today on a couple bets.
Oh yeah. What kind of
Yeah.
bets?
Soccer.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to bet on soccer because it's during the day, so I can do that, online, and
Yeah.
gets me something to do to get through the work day while I'm working.
Okay. All right. So it's become a problem for you?
Yeah, I think so, because it's something that keeps my mind occupied, but at the same time, I'm putting a lot of money online.
Oh, I see.
So I don't win on, gambling. You don't win all the time.
Right.
You lose probably more
Right.
than you win. So yeah, I lost some money today.
Do you have family at home?
Yes, I do.
Wife and kids?
Yes.
Okay. How does your wife feel about it?
She's not too happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she also feels like it's becoming a problem.
Oh, I see. Okay. Is it causing problems between the marriage then?
It's starting to, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's starting to reflect some of our bills, and as you know, that's not a good thing.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. That's good that you know that though.
Yeah, I'm starting to realize that. Yes.
Yeah. Do you think maybe because you're starting to realize that, do you think maybe you're gonna try to maybe tone it down a little bit some?
I'm trying, but
Okay. That's good.
Um,
That's good. Yeah.
I think
What are you doing to kind of scale it down?
not do it as much. Maybe just do like 1 or 2 instead of
games. Okay.
5 or 10.
That's really good. That's
Yeah.
good. That's a very good scale down.
Yes.
Yeah. And then at least it's a 50-50 chance.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, good. That's really good. Has your wife noticed these changes too?
A little bit. I don't really tell her how much I'm doing.
Yeah.
She just knows I'm doing it.
Okay. All right. So, what do you think would be a good goal for you for the future? Like maybe next year. How do you see? Do you see that you're ready for a change? Are you ready to, not do it at all anymore, or do you think you could stop gambling?
Well, I think I can, but the only way to find out is don't do it.
Just don't do it. Yeah.
And if I'm not doing it,
Yeah.
and it's so I don't have that urge to do it, then
Right.
yeah, I can do it. But if I stop and then I feel like, well, I need to do it because it's keeping my mind occupied, and I'm involved with the game.
Right.
Well, I don't know. It might be a little hard.
So do you think that that's what is motivating you to keep gambling, is because you like the game, the love of the game?
I love the rush.
Yeah, the rush of gambling.
Yes.
Okay, I see. All right. But I mean, you've done really good by scaling it down, and that's on your own. So, I mean, you started, you've made that starting, but you're just not quite ready to give it up yet.
No, because there's times that I win a lot of money.
Yeah, okay. All right, I see how that goes. Well, if you could see yourself changing that in a year, what do you think that would look like?
What do you mean?
Let's say next year, you just wake up one morning and you just say, I don't feel like gambling today. What do you think that day would look like for you?
It might be a learning experience,
Yeah,
because then I got to figure something else out to keep my mind occupied from the gambling aspect of my addiction.
Right.
Maybe find another hobby.
okay. You said you like the rush. right?
Yes.
So what is something else that could give you a rush that's maybe not gambling?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I think there's several things, maybe,
Is
I
there
don't know.
something that you like to do that maybe is similar to that rush? Maybe not necessarily gives you the rush, but maybe is similar to it that would keep your mind occupied, but also, man, this feels really good. I like doing this.
well, maybe working out.
Okay, that's good.
That might give
It's
me,
healthy too.
yeah,
Yeah.
it'll release some stress because I'm going to need it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that might be a good hobby or something to get into to keep my mind occupied. And
Definitely gets your heart rate up.
yeah,
Yeah. Why do you think you would need something to relieve the stress? What's also stressful for you?
it's just the thought of losing a lot of money, and I know it's putting a strain on my marriage and
Right.
affecting my kids. So I think that's the number one thing that really bothers me.
Right. So the kids, how are they at home?
They're good. They're good.
Yeah.
They're living a good life.
Yeah. Most kids do these days, right?
Yes.
Electronics and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Did they ever witness you gambling?
As like,
Like at home or anything? Like, do you ever do it like where they're around?
no, because you do it through the phone
Right. Okay.
or call a bookie.
Do you ever worried that maybe that gets passed on to them? Your gambling habit?
Well, I mean, it could. Eventually, it could. I mean,
Mhm.
the older they get, then
Right.
they might start asking questions.
Right.
Maybe based off of my behavior watching a game. If I'm getting very, upset,
Agitated or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that, start asking questions, and I'll have to figure out a way not to tell them without them realizing I have an addiction problem.
Right. I mean, that's not something that you would want your kids to have
Oh, no.
either.
No.
Yeah. I mean, you want to raise good, healthy kids. So, do you think
Right.
that they would enjoy working out with you in the gym too?
I believe so. Yes,
It could even be a family event. Yeah.
you're right.
Maybe do something that would help your marriage as well.
Oh yeah. Just make it a family outing.
Yeah. That's good. It's definitely different. It's a different kind of rush than gambling. So,
Yeah, it's a good rush, healthy rush,
yeah.
like you said.
So going back to what we had said before, you had said that you're not quite ready to give it up yet. Now thinking about a year into the future, you said that, well, it would definitely be different. I would definitely have to look into something different. Do you think now, after saying that, after realizing that, do you think maybe now you could start to make that change?
Yeah, I think by scaling down, like I said, I think that's for me a good way to tone it down, so to speak.
Right.
And if I can handle just one or two throughout the day,
Yeah.
and then eventually one, and then stop,
And then stop.
and
Exactly.
then hopefully that will not give me that rush that I'm looking for.
Yeah, maybe it's a different rush that you're
Yeah.
looking for. Yeah, like you said, maybe one morning, maybe you could wake up and not want that feeling anymore.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so.
I hope so too. I mean, I think that would be more healthy for you, and it would definitely help, like you said, put your marriage back together where you're not so worried about the finances that much anymore. Do you think there's anything that you could do to help your wife also feel more confident in you, bring that trust back in you, that you're helping with the finances more now?
Yeah, I think so. Definitely if all the money's coming from my job
Yeah,
and not from
yeah.
gambling, I think that would help.
Yeah,
You
because
know.
if you're if you're not having any losses, you're only bringing in income. I mean, that would help then, right?
Yeah.
And then, you know, your bills get paid on time, and, you know, she feels like, okay, this is secure again, we're fine.
Yeah, like a trust issue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's definitely something that you want between you and your wife, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. I like that. I think you've got a start at least. You started it before you even came in. You started it. You know, you've scaled back. So I mean that means that there's possibly something going on that you're noticing, you're observing, and you're saying, you know, yeah, I think I have a problem. Has anybody else said that too?
Yeah, you know, a few people throughout the family seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some friends.
Did they
So-
ever talk to you about it in a negative manner?
It's kind of, you know, tell me that it's probably best not to do it, you know, because it's affecting the family. So, and I think, you know, with them coming to me and saying, hey, I think you have a problem, you know,
Right.
you need to start toning it down or you know, try to stop. I
Right.
think that's really helped me, you know, scale it down a lot.
Right, right. Do you think, like, how does it make you feel when people are talking to you about it and as if it's like a real problem? How does it make you feel?
Well, at first I just, you know, thought they were crazy, you know, like, you know, I have it under control.
Right,
But the more and more they talk about it and present it to me as an addiction and as a problem, that's when I started realizing, okay, I guess it is a problem.
right. Okay. Well, I mean, it's a good first step that you've made, that you've realized you have a problem. So that's great. That's powerful.
Okay.
You know, that's always the first thing to do is to, yes, I admit I do have a problem. So it's really good. I'm really proud of you that you have scaled down some. And, you know, I think next step, if you agree too, is to start to get to the point where, okay, I'm ready to make the change. I'm ready to stop. I'm ready to put my life back together. And you said that, you know, you wanted to go ahead and maybe start working out at the gym and see what kind of rush that gives you. And you said maybe, you know, every now and then invite the kids, invite the wife, make it a family event and see what kind of rush that gives you. Hopefully, you know, gets your marriage back to the, you know, 100% again. That would be good. So that way, you know, you're not stressed, your wife isn't stressed, whole family's happy. So I think we'll try to work on that next time.
All right, that sounds
All right.
good.
Awesome, great. Well, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.